Hey guys, so remember I made my daughter some polenta. So now I'm going to make her some eggs because she eats the polenta and the eggs for breakfast in the morning. So we're going to make the eggs and then I'm going to show you how I prep them in the container for the week. Or at least for the first 4 days. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. As you see, I do really like butter for my eggs, but for my daughter I use just a little bit of olive oil. She has butter in the polenta, so it's good enough. And I got my fire on low, like medium, and these are 5 eggs that I prepped for her. So I got 5 eggs here, and with the 5 eggs I'll prep 4 containers with the polenta, and then the other last container will just be eggs. I usually just leave it plain and she'll just have eggs and with her spinach waffle, just to mix it up in between the 4 meals so she's not eating it consecutively the same thing. So I'll put it in between, or I'll have the egg for one of my busy days. I'm like, okay, she could just eat the eggs and it's just simple. Alright, so we're letting our oil get hot. I had turned my fire on earlier. Alright, so the pan can be nice and hot once I place it in. And okay, as you see, it's hot. And I'm gonna make these eggs. Okay, let me get the spatula. Okay, I got the spatula. So everybody's making scrambled eggs different. I want to show you how I do it. So as you see, I'm just scooping the cooked egg in. I like fluffy eggs. Some people make fluffy eggs, they add milk. I don't really prefer, I'm not gonna say I prefer not to do it. I don't want to do it. If you guys do it, it does make the eggs extra fluffy, but I just do it this way, and this fluffiness is perfectly fine for me. Because some people, when they do scrambled eggs, they get the fork and they just be going, and they think scrambled eggs is supposed to just be continuing whipping and whipping, like, you know, as it's cooking, and I don't like to do it like that. So I'm just showing you guys how I do it, just in case some people may not know how to make eggs. There are people in this world who don't cook and they don't know how to make eggs, and if they do make it, they burn it. And eggs are actually really simple to make. See, as you see, I'm just, every time it starts cooking, I'm just folding it in, and then it's nice and light. I'm not gonna serve my daughter no burnt eggs, you know. Sometimes, depending on how it cooks, you know, you might have a little brown on them sometimes, but if you just keep focus on them, don't have your fire too high, you're pretty good to go. And I add a little bit of cheese, cheddar cheese to it, and I add a little bit of pepper. So as you see, what I'm about to do is I'm about to just flip it. Okay, because if if you don't flip it, then that side is already pretty much done, and then it's gonna burn. All right, see me moving it around, trying to get the yolk that's not cooked yet cooked. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna turn my fire off because it's pretty much done. Alright, you wanna make sure it's all in there cooked. As you see, my eggs is done, nice and fluffy. See? And then I'm going to put it inside of a bowl. Put it in a bowl. Okay, and then just set it. Sorry guys, I know you see my vitamin, sorry. Alright. And that's it. So it's cooked. Perfectly done eggs. I'm gonna let this cool off because I have the polenta. I took one that I previously had from the freezer, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, hey guys, so I'm back so that I can finish up my breakfast prep for my daughter. So as you can see, the container, it is hard now. In my previous video, I showed you how I made the polenta, and I throw them in the freezer. So when it's time to prep, it's so much easier. So I cut it in 4, and all I do is just section each one just like this into each container. It makes my life so much easier. Okay, and then this one. Okay, and then now this is, I made about 5 eggs, and I just kind of I already took some out and put it in another container earlier, so this is like 4 eggs. And then I just basically, you can see, I just scoop them in. This is just scrambled eggs and cheese. As you can see, my eggs are not burnt, so you don't want to make sure your eggs is nice and fluffy. I don't put too much. This is pretty good. And what I do is for this last one, I just throw this in a container. So she'll just eat, for example, that one day she'll just eat eggs and waffles. Okay, so it's like a 5-day prep. Okay, and then I just put it in a container, close it, add the lid on, and that's it. She has her prep for her breakfast, and we're done. So that's how I normally do it. All right, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channels, follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.